Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of the UX Clinic. My name is Jorge Simons and I'll be your host for today. Before introducing a bunch of talented individuals, I'd like to remind you that we have great content waiting for you at the uxclinic.com. We have do-it-yourself infographics, video on demand for every episode, also known as a case study, and uh, very let's say, comprehensive material for you to check out. We call them reports about how we conduct our research and how you can translate that into a new design iteration. So let's kick this off by introducing our design team. Let's go all the way to Stockholm to introduce Marisol. She's the queen of the UX Clinic. Welcome back, Marisol.
Hey, Jorge. Hi, everyone. We are really excited to be working with Mapillary this time. As you can see, we have a lot of people joining us for this episode, which is really awesome. I think you can see the commitment of the team, and also it also reflects in the commitment of the users, which is something that we're going to talk about a little bit later. I just want to have a little shout out because I heard some rumors saying that we had a double booking on our headquarters in Hermosillo. So I want to say thank you to Leonel and Arita to letting us use the meeting room. So taxamike. And that's it. You can go ahead, Jorge. Thank you.
Okay, next up is Miguel Medina. He's our website designer. You didn't call him website designer. It's web designer. I'm sorry. And UX researcher as well. Go ahead, Miguel. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jorge, and I'm very excited to be here and to present all the things that we did with Mapillary.
Cool. And last but not least is Diana. She's been here forever. She's our visual designer superstar. Welcome back, Diana.
Forever. Thank you, Jorge. I'm very happy to be here today. It's a beautiful Friday because it's a UX Clinic Day. And we have all the team from Mapillary. That's pretty awesome. And I'm very excited to show you all the findings and all the improvements to have that we have for this awesome app. So thanks for watching.
I don't really know why, but our designers have been very excited about this particular case study. I think they have fallen in love with working with the Mapillary team. But let's go ahead and introduce them, guys. There's a lot of names I don't know, but you're like 5 persons. I don't know if you want to do a quick introduction of Mapillary, what you offer to your users. Just go ahead. Any of you is fine.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I can start with this. My name is Camille. I'm doing mainly interaction design and a bit of front-end work at Mapillary. And maybe I'll introduce Mapillary real quick, and then everyone else can introduce themselves. So basically, at Mapillary, our mission is to build the photo representation of the whole world, which is quite an ambitious goal. But we do this through crowdsourcing with great help from our users and with help from computer vision as well. So as every one of us has a phone in their pocket, anyone can contribute, not only with phones, but also GoPro cameras and all the other different cameras too. So yeah, maybe the rest of the team can introduce themselves too.
Yeah, go ahead. How about Pau? I think you're on mute because we can't listen to you. Live TV.
Sorry about that. So I'm Pau from Barcelona, and I'm working on computer vision in Mapillary. So we are trying to connect the images so that you can easily move from one image to the other, and doing other computer vision stuff on there.
Welcome. Who's next? Peter. I'm just calling out names. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I'm Peter. I'm working on mostly backend, community, and also I'm writing the Android app. So yeah, I do a lot of different things, and also I'm very interested in how to connect to the different developers and contributors out there. So I love what you're doing with the research here.
Thanks for being here. Next up would be Juven, I guess.
Yeah, I'm Yubin. So I'm located in Malmö, Sweden. I focus on computer vision stuff, so mainly detection and also 3D reconstruction, something similar to what Paul did. So we are working together, focusing on computer vision. Yeah, that's me.
Welcome. And last but not least, Johan. I think he's there too. Hello.
Hi, I'm Johan from Sweden, but I live in Los Angeles. I focus mainly on the backend part to be able to handle all of those thousands of images that gets uploaded to Mapillary every day, hundreds of thousands of images actually. And I also work a little bit on the front end, but more of the backend parts. We built our whole page on Angular, so I'm helping out with that.
So I guess we can help you reach this really ambitious goal. But let me tell you, we usually kick off the feedback process or the analysis process by asking the question which design method or designers have chosen. But this time it was a little different because you guys had a lot of information you shared with us, and we needed to start it in a different way. So I'm just going to ask a broader question. How do you guys tackle this one? Where did you start? How did it go? Go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank the Mapillary team for providing us with the previous data. The data help us to understand more the users and what they like and what they dislike about the Mapillary app. And once the data was analyzed, we chose persona profiles method to find patterns on behaviors between the users, and that will help us to create more concrete questions and tasks to perform in the remote moderator research.
Yeah, based with the persona profile that we generated from the information that Mapillary gave us, we conducted a usability testing plus an interview with 5 different users from different countries, such as from Germany, Brazil, Sweden, and Denmark. And we asked them, we gave them different tasks to do during the test, and they show us their phones into the webcam or share the screen to see how they interact with the app, but also with the website. And during the test, we want to know more about how they interact with the app, but also discover the things that they like most and the things that they make them feel frustrated. And 2 quotes come from this test that I would like to share with you today. The first one is related with the GPS signal. One user tells us that I can only take pictures when I have GPS signal, and that's very frustrating. And another user tells us something regarding with the sequences, and they'll quote, sometimes sequences get mixed up or broken apart, and I wish I could fix them. From these quotes and another things that they tell us during the test, we got a lot of problems and issues, and we have to figure out a way to translate it into solutions, into new ideas to improve Mapillary. And we choose to do that with a concept fund that was really fun to use it. Sorry for the bad joke, but it was an enjoyable time. I'm going to shut up my mouth. I'm going to let Marisol to explain more about this awesome methodology.
Yeah, so we got all the information first from the surveys that Camille and everyone from Mapillary shared with us, and then from these surveys we generated the personas just to see what were the main behaviors that the users had, and then that way we could shape our usability tests and the interviews that we did with the users at the end. And so we had all this information, and what we did is that we collected all the feedback and then laid down all the different pieces of insights that they had, and then the possible issues that they stumble upon. And then we went from like the particular and then the particular issues, and then we started to draw lines into like what were the broader issues and what were the main areas that we should focus on. So as we had on our preliminary analysis, one of the main issues is about keeping the users engaged and maintaining this user base, and then that was because of from what we got from our research is because two main reasons. One is the perception that users have about Mapillary's website and app on regards of their performance, of its performance, and then the other one is about not having enough feedback for certain processes. So that's how, like, then we start to ask ourselves, how can design help Mapillary to get this perception from the users to be different, or to turn more in a positive perception with these little things that were kind of frustrating the user. So we came up with a lot of ideas, and then we translated those ideas into visual concepts. So I'm not going to talk more about this process, but we would like to go ahead and show you what we came up with, what are these visual concepts, and turn it into mock-ups that we are proposing you to use for your next design iterations. For instance, in the one of the first issues that we found out is about people wanted to, as Diana said, they want to be curators of content, but I think someone else should go ahead and start explaining about this.
Yes, thank you, Marisol. So in the first screen, we have the main issue, that is curation content. So sometimes people while they're making sequences, for some reason they lost the GPS mode. So that will create them another sequences. And with this option that we're proposing is we can select that the two sequences that should be one, and with once the two sequences are selected, we'll have a little panel to the right that will have the option to merge those sequences into one, or just choose one and delete one, and or have the option to edit into furthermore, well, whatever the user like, no? So another issue is that sometimes users have a hard time selecting tracks. So what we are proposing here is to have some icons on the map that will locate all the sequences that were taken, and we'll have a previewed thumbnail to visualize more the sequences and to facilitate the user selecting it. Also, we'll have another way to access the sequences by date. So you can go back in time or search when you took that sequence and select that, and have the options to merge it, delete it, or edit it.
And will be done using a timeline, right? Right, Miguel? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Well, continuing with the content creation, also we have in this mockup the same layout that you have right now, guys, but we are proposing to add a slide bar at the bottom to make it easier to navigate through the whole sequences and make it in a more visual way, identify the image or the images that the users want to edit or maybe delete, or I don't know, make the blurry face or all this stuff. And this is very important because during the test, they tell us they love to contribute to the community, adding quality maps. So they are very excited, and they want so bad to be able to edit and curate the content that they are generating for Mapillary. So this is a good way to start.
On the next screen, we have the manually upload images. So the main issue here is that sometimes uploading images could take a few days, and that's kind of troublesome for the users. So what we are proposing here is to have a pause button in which you can pause the uploading process without losing any progress that you have, and select the time that you fit more uh, that could benefit you more in a way. And that will also help when users are taking sequences on their mobile phones and they are low on charge, so they can pause it and go to the nearest, I don't know, charger and continue the uploading.
Yeah, something that happened during the usability tests, and like we briefly told Camille about it, is that users are very committed to participate with Mapillary, but sometimes when we were asking oh, why do you not, like, why haven't you upload something like in 6 months or something like that, and they said that it was because sometimes it can take a lot of time to upload something, which is not really Mapillary's fault. But they said that they wish they could have a way to control when to upload things. There was this guy that he loves to upload his sequences, and he says that he has a computer at home where he usually watches Netflix, and then he uses that same computer to upload the sequences to Mapillary. And then he said that when he has to upload a sequence that might take 2 or 3 days, he has to stop watching Netflix for a couple of days in order to be able to upload the sequence. So this is a way to prevent that from happening, and then he can upload a little bit while he's sleeping, and then maybe more like the next day, and so on. So that's the purpose of this proposal.
How cool is that? A user prefers to contribute to Mapillary instead to watching TV. I can imagine that. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's really awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, and finally we have the GPS signal issue that we call it the human GPS or the indoor mode. That basically what it does is turn on and turn off the GPS signal. And this is a way to avoid the problem that one of the users told us during the test, that he wants to create a map, maybe inside in a building, but the lack of signal of the GPS was a problem for him. And if we give the opportunity to the users to create sequences without using the GPS signal, they are okay to do manually at home or at the office, write the data from the location where the pictures are taken. Because they tell us during the test that I know where I take the photos, I know where the map was created, I just want to do that. And I just want to contribute more with the community. But if the GPS signal is lower or is not a good enough, I can't create maps, and that was very frustrating for some of them. And creating this new feature, this feature will be able to avoid this frustration for them.
Maris, are you ready with the gong sound?
Almost. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, we have a little tradition here. We have our final takeaways, which is a summary of everything, every insight and comment our designers have said. So I'm going to go ahead and present it now with you as the UX takeaways with Marisol Ortega.
All right. So this is, thank you, Jorge. As Jorge said, this is just a way to summarize everything that we said and that we presented you in the form of this visual designs. So the first point is about crowdsourced content curation. So throughout our tests, users are so excited about contributing with content and generating content, but they don't want to stop right there. They want to keep and give a step forward, and then be part of the content curation. They want to make. They said that they love making maps or making the sequences, but they also would love to have a better quality of all the pictures, and then, like in this case of like when two sequences break down, or like a single sequences breaks apart in two different ones, they wish they could merge it so they could make the maps even better. So allowing users to be content curators as well. And then the second takeaway is the one that Miguel explained, the selective upload. So just allowing users, as we said with the case of the Netflix guy, that he would like to be able to select when he wants to upload a certain, like different parts of a sequence in order to not consume the person's leisure time, maybe. So maybe they'll do it while they're sleeping, or moments that are not using their personal Wi-Fi connection. And then the third point, it's what we call the human GPS / indoor mode, which is well, one of the premises of Mapillary and one of the value propositions that you are giving to your users is that they can map out places that other platforms might not reach, like a very narrow path or inside a building. And they said that when they don't have, like in the case, especially in the case of inside buildings, that they want to do a sequence or a panorama, if they don't get a GPS signal, they cannot do it. So just allowing them to switch on and off, and then letting them place that sequence in the map will be a great way to allow them to have more ownership and control of the app and keep generating more content. And those are the three main points that we want to give you for the session.
So that's a lot of info, huh? From persona profiles, identifying users, then doing the research to find them, to find out their issues and what they love about the app, and then doing the little pretty. I just think it's pretty, the concept fan way of mapping the issues, and then to this mock-ups. It'll be unfair for our guests today because it's a lot of info, but we really need your feedback, and I think we have 2 new members of the team. So I don't know if Jan and Peter would like to introduce themselves, and then we can get some feedback or any questions you guys have. Maybe we could start with Peter.
Yeah, so I'm Peter, part of the team, and developing the Android app, which the GPS screenshots were from. So,
yeah.
So it's already possible to switch to non-GPS mode in the developer settings. However, it's very deep in the settings panel. Would you recommend to switch back to enforcing GPS after you have kind of like pressed that switch, or just leave it, you know, don't check GPS accuracy after that? Or is there an important back or default value going on?
I will recommend that try to have them use the GPS all the time. So maybe I switch it off for this panorama that I take, but then it can automatically go back on, and then they have to switch it off every time that they really don't want to use it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for that clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Jan, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Very nice report. Yeah, so I'm the CEO guy. I try to do business stuff. I also build the iOS app in case you have complaints on that. And I do some of the computer vision every now and then.
In iOS, it's super pretty. I saw it in. I tested on Android, and I have to say that in iOS it looks much better.
She's just saying that because you're here now.
It has less settings.
What was that?
True. And Android has less settings.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is
Does
very
any other member of the team have any other feedback or questions? We'd be interested in listening to you guys.
Yeah, maybe I can chime in for a bit. I really like the integration of the features that allow to edit, like merging sequences, which were right inside of the whole general image view. And this has been something that we've been thinking about, but yeah, you guys made us to think about it even more, I think. So yeah, I really like the mock-ups as well. So very nice.
Good, thank you. Yeah, and we're gonna share everything, all of this information and the mock-ups and all even the concept fan diagram that Jorge loved so much. We'll share that with you guys, of course.
So any final thoughts before we say goodbye? The Mapillary team is here. We might as well ask them any questions or anything, guys.
From my point of view, it's super cool that you put in so much effort in this, and it's impressive what you've been able to do in these 40 hours or 50 hours you put down here. Yeah, thanks a lot for choosing Mapillary to do your UX study.
Thank you. Yeah, it was super fun, and one of the things that we really want to reinforce in the UX clinic is just helping different communities, and we really fell in love with the OpenStreetMap community and like all this different initiatives and how committed they were to sharing information. Because when we were asking users like, what do you like about Mapillary? And it's like, just because I want, like, it's super fun to use it, and I just want to share the world with the rest of the people. That was great.
I'm looking for the app right now. I'm kidding. You guys are so in love with it. It's really cool. Thank you so much for your time. I just want to say you can apply for the UX Clinic going to the uxclinic.com or sending us a line at contact@theuxclinic.com. But Marisol has a very specific way to describe the reports that I would like her to tell us. Marisol, go ahead, please.
Well,
this is from the experts.
Not only the reports, but I invite everyone to visit the uxclinic.com. It's not only like if you want to go for the reports, but as Jorge said, if you want to apply for our initiative, you can go there. Excuse me. You can go there and apply, or you can download the different content like infographics or the reports, and it's a lot of information that you can follow through, and then maybe you can, like if you're getting started with UX, you can follow a report and then do your own process and see if it's the same or not, and we will be super interested in getting any piece of feedback from that as well. So yeah, go there and get all the different content that we have for you guys.
Remember, UX is all about romance and money in the sense that we make users fall in love with their products and money for our clients. So please contact us at contact@theuxclinic.com. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Okay. So anyway, see you guys. We'll see you in 3 weeks time for a new episode of the UX Clinic.
So I have a final question.
Oh, go ahead.
How many people at UX Clinic is gonna continue contributing to Mapillary?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it for sure. I already started. So.
Definitely.
Awesome.
We want to map all Hermosillo.
I just downloaded the app. Here it is. I have
Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
Okay, then that's a wrap up. Thank you guys, all of you. See you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.